gal, it's Casey with Russo Resells again. I just woke up. I got my coffee, or my lovely husband made my coffee for me. And I do have a couple orders to pack up and take with me to the post office. However, I thought I'd do a quick little video and show you guys some of the consignment that I got from one of my consignment clients. Now, this isn't really typical. I'm usually consigning his own items. However, he did have a neighbor that passed away, and from what I'm understanding is that the neighbor's family was very well off. She was an older lady. She had two sons, and her sons do very well, and they didn't really want to do an estate sale or a yard sale. So they had some close family and friends come over and go through the house and take what they wanted. And my consignment client ended up being one of those people. It's a little morbid for me. I love going to estate sales. There's a positive and a negative, and I'm sorry if you could hear my dog. It's really, really nice out right now. It finally went under 90 degrees last night. I want to say at like 2 a.m. maybe. The heat finally broke, and the dogs are so happy to be outside. So I do apologize in advance if you can hear them. Tangent over. So estate sales are a little morbid for me, but there's a positive and a negative side to them. So the negative side is that obviously the person probably passed away, or they're downsizing, going to a retirement home, and they need to have the estate sale to raise money. That is sad. However, it is a circle of life, and I believe that thrifting gives us a new opportunity to get really great items into the hands of people that will use them and love them just the same as the person who owned them before. So, positive, negative, everything comes full circle, just like the circle of life. And I think that in this community, we are all very happy to be able to see the positive in that. So without further ado, I'm going to get to this little haul that we have going on right here. I do want to mention that my consignment client and his neighbor live in Laguna Hills in Southern California. So that's probably why I have some higher end items. And I am going to pop in a little bit later today or tomorrow to show two items that he did not include in this first round that are going to be well worth showing in the second time we come around. They're just incredible pieces. So let's go ahead and get in. I'm going to go with the lower tier items. So this is a beautiful glass necklace. And like I said, it is from Laguna Hills, California, so near the beach. So you could obviously tell she probably got it at a boutique down there. It does come with this beautiful bracelet and these two beautiful clip-on earrings. So costume jewelry, but the whole set, I mean, just having the whole set intact and in great condition, I would be happy to list that. Then speaking of costume jewelry, we have, it's a little tangled, but another really pretty piece right here, and it has the clasp on top. And then these also come with the really nice little earrings, which is great. Then she did have, I'm trying to get these pearls fallen away from me. She did have these really pretty, like, faux, I believe they are faux pearl necklaces. I mean, there's just a bunch. So she had a bunch of those. There is another one over there, but it looks the same as the white one right there. And a pair of the earrings right there, and a really cute wraparound bracelet. So hopefully I'm going to look up comps, and if I have to lot them all together, then that's no problem. Then there's this beautiful acrylic crystal piece with these little cherubs in there. I'm not sure if you could see, but this is a really cute piece. It does have some patinaing to the back. However, it does have a mark, and I am going to try to figure out what that is. Then we do have just some costume jewelry. A lot of it is costume. My consignment client did take a lot of the higher end items to a fancy boutique in Laguna so they could appraise it, and they bought a lot of it. But I am not opposed to selling some cute costume jewelry. This is just like a beautiful gold choker. So I love, all of these pieces, and some of them the jeweler did not take. So I am actually really thrilled with what he brought over to me. Okay, so now for the watches. This is two vintage Psychos. And I'm not sure if these will even work. This is an Orator. Then this is, I don't even know, Criterion. And then there are three just a little older ones. I'm not even sure if you put batteries in these, if these are going to work, but I guess it's worth just selling them for the pieces. And this is beautiful. However, I did notice it is missing one charm right there, but that's okay. I just thought this was just a beautiful piece. Then she did have this Gianfranco Ferré little Swarovski crystal safety pin brooch. That was really cool. She had this beautiful, this is faux diamond. They're not real, but I just thought that was so pretty. She did have these 14 karat faux pearl earrings, which are really cute. This beautiful sterling silver bracelet. And this one is too, actually. I love the little buckle on that, the little cowboy rodeo buckle. Then this really cool little cuff. I mean, it's fake, but I thought it was really pretty. And this really cool chunky dragon. Yeah, it's this way. Dragon. Look at how cool that is. So I thought that was pretty dang cool. She did have this. It's 14 karat gold. I'm assuming it's of one of her children. So I don't know what the market looks like for this. So I'll definitely do some comps. And then this is going to lead me to the two best items that I have of just this haul, not including the others that I will be getting soon. It came in a dust bag. It's a Judith Leiber little mirror. Sorry, you can see my reflection, but I just thought that was wow, that is so cool. So I'm not done yet. I have two more items here, and then I have a whole bag. I have two purses, and then the other items are two purses. So I'm gonna try to get through this fast. So I could tell that this lady was very strong in her faith because she had two of these. These are, I am not sure exactly in the Jewish faith what they're called. And I am not sure if I even want to sell these, to be honest. I know that Bibles are big sellers and religious items can be big sellers. However, I'm not sure how I want to go about that. So I might be selling those. We do have a synagogue right down the street, so I might just drop them off and see if they could possibly use them and give them to their members. I'm not sure. I will go ahead and look into those and see where my moral compass leads me. Now, to add to those, she did have, I believe it's a little donations box. It says Happy Hanukkah, and you can put cash in there. So that also might go. I'm not sure. And then, oh, I almost took that off. The beautiful little cases with these really gorgeous looking books in them. Like I said, this seems so sacred to me that I'm not sure if I do want to list it myself. However, I will do more research and see about those. Then she did have this beautiful, again, some costume jewelry. I mean, you can't even see how beautiful it is. That doesn't do it justice, really. And then they did come with these amazing, cute little earrings. And another one, this is Jewels by Trifari, and I can't even get it out of here, but it is this beautiful glass faux pearl necklace, and it does come with the earrings as well. One of them fell out and it's over here, so I'm happy I'm getting this back out. Then one more item of the jewelry. This is by Ben Bridge, and it's just a pair of a necklace and earrings. I believe those are still faux pearls. So she really loved her pearls and she really kept them in great condition. So I'm hoping that I can list them and somebody else can enjoy them. Now we're going to get into the purses. So this is a little clutch with a little tassel. And I'm not sure if this one is, yeah, this one's Neiman Marcus. So little faux suede. I mean, it does have a lot of wear. However, I still think someone would love that. Then I have this little beaded beauty right here. I mean, look at all those beads. It is missing some at the tops. However, I do think with the floral, it's just so classic that it still will do well. And I actually think this is a Judith. No, this isn't a Judith Leiber. I have one that is, though. This is just gorgeous. This one is the Judith Leiber, and this is so cool. It's very gothic, very Renaissance. The patent leather. This reminds me of Vogue and, you know, Sex in the City, old school fashion days. It does come with this really cool strap. You can tell Judith Leiber right there, and it's really clean on the inside. She kept her purses very well kept, very well. Then last but not least is this cute little number. It comes with a very long strap, and it's like hard. A hard faux gold, if I could even get this open. Yep. And this is Walter Catton, New York, made in Italy. I think that is, I mean, just in such good condition. Now, we went through everything. I am going to show you the 2 showstoppers, and then hopefully today, tomorrow, or the next day, I will have the other 2 items that I will be listing for this client. Okay, so I actually lied. I have 3 purses that I want to show. One actually that I forgot to, so I actually have 4, but this beautiful beaded beauty that I am going to be putting up. This is just so vintage and it's so beautiful. And look at the inside. Like, could she have been any cleaner when using her purses? So this one I will be putting up. It does not have a brand. This is one of the 3 that are the showstoppers. So look at the Swarovski crystal handle. It does have some wear on the front, and on the back. However, this is a Judith Leiber, if you can see that. Put it up close. It does come with two things. It comes with the lovely strap, which is actually pretty substantial. And then it comes with a cute little comb, which I think is just so darling. So this one, I haven't looked up comps. I'm probably going to price it from anywhere from $500 to $1,000. But this is not even the best one. It's just probably the most classic one. Now, this one came in the dust bag, which I am very happy about. And it looks like this. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. And this one looks like it was maybe used once or twice and put back in the bag and used as a collectible. That is how good it looks on the inside. Sorry, my fingers are, I'm trying to, but the inside looks incredible. This one, I did do comps, and it's weird because I have this one and the next one I'll be showing you. And somebody has both of these items listed. Like the same person has both of these items listed for about $1,600. So I'm probably going to price them at $15 or $15.50. This is the last one. I mean, look at how incredible that is. It is missing one stone at the top. However, I'm sure that it would not be hard to fix. Perfect condition. Still has a little paper. Just incredible. This is the superstar of the show. And I haven't seen the other two purses that he is dropping off. So I'm not sure if they're even going to come close to these Judith Leibers. However, I'm pretty sure with the brands, they'll be great items. I do have other items that I've already listed from this haul. They are just little perfume boxes, which I thought were so, so cute. I will pop up some pictures right here of them. And he did give me a handful of vintage perfumes. So those have actually been selling really great. And I'll put a couple pictures up here too. I do have a lot listed and a lot more to list. So you'll probably be seeing those a lot in my what solds. But I am going to go start packing some orders. I just got a couple more sales while filming this and drop by the post office, and hopefully today, tomorrow, or the next day, I will have the last two items. Hi all, it is a couple days later, and I did go get the designer handbags yesterday that I had promised you. So the first one, they're actually both Versace. There's the Lady of Medusa, little tiny handbag in this caramel color. It's just in gorgeous condition. And let me show you the inside. The inside does have a little discoloring, but nothing too major, especially with how pristine the outer condition is. I didn't find any comps on this. However, I'm thinking I might run it about $500 and see what happens. Then there's this little clutch handbag. You can see the Lady of Medusa right there. And then this beautiful embroidery. It is missing some crystals on the front and on the back, which I did go ahead and email Versace on their website and see if there's anything they can do. See, there's one up there missing also. To see if there's anything they can do to repair the bag. Even if it does cost me like $100 or $200 to fix, I still think it would be worth that price. And let me just show the inside. It does say Gianni Versace, beautiful on the inside. It does have these hooks right here because it has a little strap that goes with it. So these are the two designer handbags that my consignor did give to me to go ahead and sell. I am going to put those up, so hopefully if you guys are interested, you are more than welcome to take a peek and see if you would like to purchase. Please like and subscribe to watch more of my videos. I am actually going to be doing one right after this, and it should be a fun one. So thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day. See you soon.